Hey, this is how to play my song Hanging in There on electric guitar. So I'll go through the intro first and then go through it slowly. So I'll play it first and go through it slowly because this is it. This is the first bit. So you're going to be doing 3rd fret on the low E, 2nd fret on the G string, 3rd fret on the B string, and then you go, and then you're going to put the 4th fret on the G string like this. So keeping that chord, but putting your pinky on the 4th fret on the G string. So the pattern is you're going and then you're doing with the bass note on the G, so you're going, oh sorry, so like that. So I'll do it slowly. Oh, sorry. Like that. So you're playing the bass note a bit. Like that. And then you're doing it the same chord except with the 2nd fret on the low E. So it's, so make sure you do that when you're playing it, so you go like that, and then the next chord is 2nd fret on the A string, and you're still doing the, so you sort of bar it with your finger like that, so you're going like that. So I do it. Then a C, like that. Sorry. And that's hammer on 0 and you hammer onto the 2 on the G string, then hammer onto the 4 on the G string, and then play the 3rd on the B string. Like that. So you're going. So I do it slow again. It's sort of tricky to get. It's hard to teach. I don't know how to teach this properly. But I'll play it slowly, so you go. Sorry. Like that. So you're always going. And the bass is changing. So you're going. Sorry. Yeah. When you're doing that, but you're playing the G string and the B string though. And then you're doing the bass. So I'll do it real slow. like that. And then the next bit is you're doing a 10th fret on the A string, 12th fret on the 12th fret on the D string, 12th fret on the G string, 12th fret on the B string, and you're going like that. So you're playing the A string, and then plucking on the D, G, B string, like that. So you're going like that. Like that, so I'll do it slower again. And then the next chord is 9 on the A string, 9 on the G, 10 on the B string, 10 on the high E, and you're doing the same, you're plucking all those notes like that, so you're going so you're doing the bass. Sorry. Then you're doing a E minor 9. That's 7 on the A string, 5 on the D string, 7 on the G string, 7 on the B string. You're doing the same finger picking pattern there. So remember, you're playing the A string and plucking the D, G, B. So go. So I'll do it like. And that there is 8 on the low E string, 9th fret on the D string, 9th fret on the G string, 8th fret on the B string. And you're playing the bass note and the D, G, B string. So I'll do it again slowly. Like that. And then the chorus is you're doing 7th fret on the A string, 9th fret on the D string, 11th fret on the G string. Like that, and you're going. And that's the finger picking pattern. So you're going A string, D string, back to the A string, then the G string, and then hit it, and then the D string, then the A string. So you're going like that. Doing that, so you go, then you shift that chord down to the 3rd fret, so it's a C, then slide it up 2 frets to the D, and then you go 3rd fret on the low E, 5th fret on the A, and 7th fret on the D, and you finger pick it, the E string, A string, D string, and then 2nd on the low E, so you go, so I'll do it. And then it repeats. And this time you go up to the 10th fret on the A, 12th fret on the D, 14th fret on the G, and then you go like that. So you plug the A, D, G string, and then the 9th on the A. So that's the 9th fret A string. So I'll do it slower. Like that. And then you do 7th fret on the A, 9th fret on the D, and open on the G. And same finger picking pattern. Slide it to the 3rd fret. So you're playing 3rd fret on the A, 5th fret on the D, and open on the G. Then slide up to the 5th. So still 5th on the A, 7th on the D, open on the G. Then you do 3rd fret on the low E, 5th fret on the A, and open D. So you go. So you go E, A, D string, 2nd fret on the low E. And then the next bit is this chord here, 0 on the low E, 4 on the D, open on the G, 3rd on the B. And that's the finger picking pattern. You go low E string, D string, G string, B string. And then tap it like that. And then play the D, G, B string again. So, and then you slide this 3rd fret on the A string, 4th fret on the D string, open on the G string, 3rd fret on the B string. So you go. So that's you play the A string, D, G, B string, and you tap it. Then this chord, 5th fret on the A string, 4th fret on the D string, open on the G, 3rd fret on the B string. Like that, so you go. Then a G. So that's 3rd fret on the low E, open on the G, 3rd fret on the B, 3rd fret on the high E, and you go. So you play the low E string, the G string, then the B and the E string together, like, and then the 2nd fret on the low E, so you go. So I'll do it slowly. And that's the chorus. And this next bit is the I don't know what it's called, the bridge or whatever, I don't know. So you do 7th fret on the G string, 8th fret on the B string. So you do the 7th fret on the G string and the 8th fret on the B string with your pinky, so these two fingers. And you go open E, and then you play the open high E, and then the B string, then the G string, then the open high E again, then the B string, then the G string, and then the B string again. So yeah. Sorry. So that's the finger picking pattern there. So that's, so do it close so you can see. Do it slower. So you're doing the open E, then a D. You're keeping those two fingers on these two, keeping it on, and you play a D, then a D flat, like that. So you're going. And then you're doing a 3rd fret on the A string, 5th fret on the D, open on the G string, 5th fret on the B, and you're plucking it like that. A string, B string, G string, D string, like that. And then a D sharp diminished. So you're going. And that chord there is 6th on the A, 5th on the D, 6th on the A, 7th on the D, 5th on the G, 7th on the B. So I'll do it slowly. Sorry. And you're doing the A string, B string, G string, D string, the finger picking. So you're going. Like that, so that's that bit. And the ending bit is you're doing this chord again, the 0 on the low E, 4 on the D, 0 on the G, 3rd on the B, and you can have this index finger on the 2nd fret on the A string, but you're not playing it, so you're going. And that's the rhythm pattern. So it's sort of hard, so the strum pad is. And a bit faster. So when you're playing the low E string, you're plucking the low E string and the D, G, B string. So. And then the next bit is an E minor 7, and you're going. So you're playing the A string, the D, G, and B string. Like that. And then you're playing the 5th fret on the 7th fret on the A, 7th fret on the D, 7th fret on the G, 7th fret on the B. So go. And then the next bit is you're doing an E minor 7 like that, and then your pinky's on the 10th fret on the high E, and you're playing the A string, the G string, the B string, and the high E string. And then sliding it down to the 9th fret, with the pinky to the 9th fret. Like that. I'll do it slow. Then you're doing this chord again, the E minor 9, and you're playing the low E string, the D string, G string, and B string, D string, G string, and B string, and you're sort of doing like an offbeat, like. Sorry, and you're playing the low E, the D, the G, the B, so you're going. Then you go. Like that, so that's 0 on the D, then hammer onto the 2, and then open G, so you go. Then you go. So that's slide it into the 4th fret on the G, and then the 3rd fret on the B, and then slide from the 4th fret on the G to the 2nd fret, and then open. So it goes.